Hey, so just going to start this video with a quick message from future me. So I just watched this video back and I'm like, my eyes look so sleepy in the video. So just a newsflash that I am not stoned. It is around midnight and I'm just really pooped today. So here we go with the rest of that video from Sleepy Ryan. Hey guys, so I'm a little behind on posting videos and I've just been having a hard time getting around to it. Part of it, I think, is now that it's summer vacation, my daughter's here all day, and I don't know, I get a little weird about like, oh, let's set everything up and make a video when someone else is in the house. So I'm trying to get over that. It's pretty late right now, and she's upstairs in a room, and hubby's here sleeping upstairs, and you know what, if they hear me talking downstairs, whatever. Yeah, just need to get over it because there's going to be several months of me not having the house to myself, except for, you know, a little bit here and there, so I can't just not make a video at all. So yeah, I just want to do a quick update. In my last video, I was down 45 pounds and, you know, was feeling really good, and I did get down to 50 pounds lost when I was sick, and then that was when I hit 302 pounds, that was several weeks ago on May 23rd. And that was after a couple of days of not really eating much. And so, you know, over the next week, I did gain a little more. I think I was dehydrated. I was sick. But I figured it would come right off. So I kind of hovered around like 307, 308 for a week or so. Then it did come back down. And right now, I have been stuck at that same 302 pounds, almost on the dot, for about 2 weeks now. And it's kind of frustrating. I'm trying not to get discouraged, but I figured it'd be a good topic to talk about because I know I've experienced this before in the past, and I'm sure some of you have as well. So I thought we'd talk a little bit about, you know, when the scale just doesn't budge, even though you're still doing all the right things. You know, I do use the Lose It app, which calculates my daily calorie allowance based upon my weight. So it's been going down. So I'm not like, you know, still eating the same amount of weight, and that would explain for it. I really don't know what it is. I'm trying to just wait it out and see what happens, and hopefully things start moving again. So after the first week or so, maybe about a week and a half of kind of getting stuck there, and you know, the sky is going to go up and then back down to that weight again, I decided to try a little bit of an experiment with switching up my diet, where I am eating the same amount of calories per day as I was before, which is, you know, the amount that the Lose It app allows. Although, as I've mentioned before, I do usually come in a little bit lower. So most days lately, I've been hovering at around 1,600 to 1,700 calories a day. But whereas before, I was pretty much eating anything I wanted, just, you know, watching portion sizes and measuring and everything, I decided to try, you know, it's a pretty hot one right now, but the ketogenic diet. And I don't want to say I'm going keto because I know there's a really strict definition of when people say like going full keto, and I haven't done that. But last Monday, which was, you know, today is the Thursday after, so it's been about a week and a half, I switched to a lower carb, high fat diet, and it's been, so same amount of calories, around 1,700 calories a day. My official cap is at about 1,950 on the app, with less than 50 carbs a day, and just really aiming for that higher fat, moderate protein, really low carb, and going, you know, 0 sugar, 0 grains, flour, anything, no fruit even. Pretty much my only carbs have been veggies. So yeah, that's about it. Or, you know, if there's trace amounts in different things, like in some nuts I eat and stuff like that. So here's the thing. The diet itself, or way of eating itself, has gone really good. I think because I've already kind of gotten past my sugar addiction and my more impulsive eating. So it was really easy to just be like, okay, this is just what I'm doing now. So I didn't have to struggle with sticking to an amount of eating or really giving up any of the foods. I mean, I won't say I didn't miss a little bit, like, having toast for breakfast sometimes, with my breakfast sometimes. I kind of miss my yogurts because I had to give those up because they're super sugary. And I didn't feel like going out and getting a plain one and making my own every day. I might try it at some point as to switch things up, but the scale has not budged. I did get some ketosis test strips to check for ketones, and I have checked at least once a day since the second day, and I have got a positive ketone result every day, so I am in ketosis. It's been anywhere from moderate to high every day. Been drinking a ton of water, have been, yeah, just really sticking with it. And as I said, the scale has not budged a single ounce. Like, I've literally been at almost exactly 302 every single day. So it's a little bit disappointing because I was kind of hoping for that quick weight loss that everybody kind of always talks about when they start the keto diet, and that didn't happen for me. On the other side of things, although my weight hasn't budged, there are two good things that I've noticed since starting it. The first one being, I've had quite a bit of brain fog lately, or not even lately, but in the past. And, it's something that's happened a lot, like during my work day, all the time. And I've noticed that cleared up quite a bit this week. So I don't know if it's giving up the sugar or if it is the more higher fat or the keto. I'm not sure, but it has helped that a little bit. And the other change I've noticed is that my IBS has been much more in check. I'm definitely not symptom free and having totally normal, movements and everything, but way less of that, like, oh gosh, my stomach is cramping and more of like I'm in pain, I gotta go lay in a heating pad kind of thing, because that used to happen to me almost daily. So I'm not sure what piece of it is causing these differences, but there's definitely something that my body is liking about this way of eating. So I'm learning a little bit more about that. I don't know for sure if it's the perfect way of eating for me. I kind of want to experiment a little bit more with the carb thing and with the no sugar thing and try to find, a really good balance, because, I do hope that it's more of just only eating some natural sugars. Like, I can go back to eating fruit and things like that at some point. I don't know how long I'm going to stick with this ketogenic diet. After the first week, my husband and I actually did it together the first week, and he quit after the first week. He's still going low carb, but he's not being like as strict about it. And then I decided to just push through and do it for the sake of transparency. I did go to a meeting last night, and the wife of the host actually cooked like a ton of delicious Indian food, and I felt terrible if I was gonna not eat anything. It's actually Ramadan, and she was fasting, and she still took the time to cook food for all of us who were coming over. So I did have a couple things that were off plan, and that was the first time. I had a little bit of jasmine rice, and then the stuff that was put on top was fine because it was meat and like a vegetable broth type of thing to go over the top. And I had 2 little hunks of watermelon with it as well. So I didn't do anything too terrible, but it was off plan. So I did still mark as being in ketosis today though when I checked, so that was good. So it must not have been quite enough to knock me out of it. And yeah, they did bring out a big cake with 4 different kinds of cake, and I did say no to that, even though it looked great. But yeah, just for the sake of that. And I just jumped right back in it today, and today's been great. So I don't know how long I'm going to stick with it. I'm still kind of hoping to see, once my body snaps out of this, I guess you'd call it a plateau or stall, whatever's going on with me right now. I'm going to give it a few more days and see what happens. So I'm probably going to stick with the ketogenic diet for at least another week or two, maybe the full month, but we're just going to kind of see how it goes and how I feel. And I'll give an update on it when I finish and what the final product was of that experiment and whether I'm going to continue with it or if maybe I'm going to try a different way of eating. Because my ultimate goal here is through a bit of trial and error experimentation to find the perfect way of eating for me. A way of eating that allows me to maintain a healthy weight and also have my mind working at peak performance and also to hopefully naturally cure or at least mostly alleviate some of the symptoms of some of these just really annoying things that I have going on that aren't really like terrible diseases, but they're a nuisance, like my IBS and, just some irregular menstrual cycles and things like that, as well as I have like constant skin allergies. Like I'm just itchy everywhere. I have to take an allergy pill every day. And I'm sure that there's something either environmental or dietary that is triggering that. And I haven't been able to figure out what it is yet. But I'm hoping maybe it's something food related that I can switch up and, cure that, let food be thy medicine, as they say. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I haven't had much weight loss success, but still feeling good and still working and, been throwing in some extra workouts to try to get things going that way because I have not been super about exercise lately. And yeah, I'm going to check in again soon. I do have a couple little updates that kind of require their own video, so we'll hold off on those and I'll hopefully get back to posting at least once a week. Thanks for checking out my channel as always and following my journey. I'm happy you're here and would love to hear if you have any tips or ideas on if you've experienced a stall or a plateau or whatever you want to call it similar to mine where you still have a ton of weight to lose and you must be still in a calorie deficit based upon the numbers, but the scale is just being kind of a jerk right now. So yeah, talk to you later. Bye.